it's Danielle here. I am so excited to be making today's video. Today I wanted to bring you guys a compilation of the top hair hacks from me, a hairdresser. So today I'm going to bring you guys the most legitimate real life scenarios that will help you on a day-to-day basis to save time, effort, and to just make a huge difference when it comes to doing your hair. Now these are going to be legitimate hair hacks, so I'm going to be to the point. I'm going to just tell you the most important information, save us time, and we're going to fly through these. Okay, so tip number one. In order to keep those curls intact for as long as possible, you want to make sure to put hairspray on your hair before you curl with the curling iron. Don't go overboard, don't spray a crazy amount of hairspray on your hair, just a moderate amount. Comb through that hairspray so that the hair's not stuck together, and then curl your hair. By having the product applied before you curl your hair, it's going to cause the heat from the curling iron to lock the curl into place, and it's going to last way longer as opposed to doing it the opposite way. Okay, tip number two, using hair mousse in order to cut down your blow drying time. I'm sure a lot of people don't know about this trick, but certain hair mousses have the ability to cut down blow dry time in half, which is huge. Not only are you applying something that will help save you time, but it also helps to mold the hair during the blowout, which gives you a beautiful finished look at the end. My absolute favorite product, which I have been using for years to cut down my blow drying time, is the Aquage Silkening Oil Foam. It smells delicious. It makes the hair look gorgeous after because not only is it helping you dry, it's also keeping the curl and the gorgeous look to the blowout that you're trying to give your client. Okay, tip number three. If you have oily hair and you try and avoid anything that adds more oil to it, don't use serums. Use styling creams. Styling creams are going to be less oily, more dry in texture, and they're going to do essentially the same thing that a serum does, only with less oil added to the hair. My absolute favorite product that is a styling cream as opposed to a styling serum is the Matrix Biolage Anti-Frizz Lotion. I use it for my flyaways. I use it on a daily basis when I'm blow drying my hair, and it is amazing. Okay, so tip number four, to cut your blow drying time even further down, what you want to do is grab a paddle brush and use that paddle brush to comb the hair side to side, all the while making sure there is no concentrator on your blow dryer. Okay, tip number five, it's about locking your bobby pins in order to keep them in place throughout the day. Most people don't know that there's a right and a wrong side to your bobby pins. So let me demonstrate. The flat side is the wrong side. The rigid side is the side that is supposed to lock in with another bobby pin to keep them in place. So most of the time people pin their hair and then they wonder why the pin is flopping around and it's not holding it the way that they want it to. It's because the pins are not locked correctly. So again, you want to lock them into place with the rigid side down. Okay, so tip number six is that dry shampoo isn't just for removing oils from your hair. It's also great for teasing and adding volume if you're looking to do an updo or a look that requires any teasing or volume to it. Dry shampoo is your go-to. Make it your friend. Okay, huge tip right here. Tip number seven, clear mascara for flyaways. I use this religiously on a daily basis. Anytime that I have breakage or just to get a sleek look to my hair, I make sure to grab that clear mascara. It literally tames every flyaway that you have. Okay, so tip number eight is a really quick one, but it is a lifesaver. So in the wintertime, we get a ton of static in our hair. The best thing that I found are dryer sheets in order to get that static to go away for good. So if you're in a pinch, go grab a dryer sheet, smooth it over your hair, and that static should be gone. Okay, tip number nine is if you are looking to keep your blowout lasting throughout the night and you're afraid that you're going to sleep on it and ruin it, what you should do is grab a couple of pins and pin those curls to your head. Pinning your hair is going to save the look. My favorite kinds of pins are the duck clips because they're long enough that they'll actually hold the hair in place and they won't slip out as you're sleeping and moving around. So these are my favorite types of hair pins to clip those curls in. Side note, I actually have a video uploaded from a few years back that shows you how to pin those curls to keep them lasting throughout the day or night. So if you want to check that out, go look at my previous videos. Huge tip I'm going to be giving you right now. When you're doing a blowout, when you want to remove moisture, make sure that there is no concentrator on the front of the blow dryer. When you want precision for curling and shaping the hair during the blowout, put that concentrator right back on. The concentrator is going to help you, obviously, concentrate the heat to a specific portion of the hair that you're trying to form. So, to dry soaking wet hair as quickly as possible, you're going to make sure that there's no concentrator on the blow dryer while lifting the hair up and away from the scalp with a paddle brush. This was one of the greatest techniques that I learned in beauty school. Since there's no concentrator on the blow dryer, the heat is going to hit the greatest amount of surface area, which allows for faster drying time. Now the reason we're using a paddle brush is because the bristles on the paddle brush are very long and they're spread far apart from each other. These bristles lift and grab the hair to allow the most amount of heat to hit the scalp. So remember, we're lifting the hair up and away from the scalp, and we're also moving it side to side. So as soon as a majority of the moisture is removed from the hair, you can just pop that concentrator right back on and begin refining your look. You can now focus on smaller sections with the concentrator while also using a smaller brush. Tip number 11. I'm sure this has happened to every one of us. We spend hours perfecting our hair, and as soon as we do, we get this text. Then we're stuck toying with the decision of, do I go to the gym and ruin this beautiful blowout that I just did, or do I skip? Well, you'll no longer have to skip any workouts with this little trick. You want to grab a handkerchief, I bought this from Forever 21, and you also want to grab that amazing dry shampoo that we talked about earlier. What you're going to do is gather the hair and make sure to spray the root with the dry shampoo. Focus on the areas where you sweat the most. Powder-based dry shampoos are amazing at absorbing moisture. So what you're going to do next is gather your hair in a loose bun at the tip of your head to get it off of your neck, and then place the handkerchief around your head. Not only is the dry shampoo absorbing moisture, but so is the handkerchief. Hair hack number 12 is how to fake a French braid. People are constantly complaining to me about how hard it is to do a French braid, but here's an easy way to fake it. You're going to start by gathering the hair into a small pony, parting the center and looping it through. You're then going to move downward and grab 2 new pieces of hair and leaving the previous ponytail to hang between the 2 new pieces. You're going to repeat the previous step with the new 2 pieces while continuing to work your way down to the bottom of your hair. As you work your way down, you want to adjust the pieces and also try and push the rubber bands down so that they're hidden as the braid starts to form. Once you finish, be sure to pull out some pieces to give it a full textured look. If you're tired of using products that are loaded with sulfates, here's a natural hair mask to help you get back to the basics. Combine 1 egg, organic virgin coconut oil, and Hellmann's mayonnaise. The egg will provide protein to help stimulate hair growth. The coconut oil helps to cleanse and nourish the hair with vitamins, minerals, and natural fatty acids. And the mayonnaise is loaded with fats, which help to deposit a lustrous shine to the hair. Leave in the hair for 30 minutes and rinse. It's one of my natural favorite go-tos. Tip number 14 is a hack that helps to plump up that lifeless ponytail. Your hair will hang lifelessly no more. Grab 2 bobby pins and make sure that they're good quality bobby pins and 1 hair tie. Hook each of the bobby pins onto the hair tie and separate to the opposite end. Then you're going to grab the ponytail and stick the bobby pin closed into one end of the pony. You're going to wrap around the entire perimeter while keeping the ponytail tight. Once you reach the end of the pony, you're going to take the second bobby pin and crisscross it with the original pin. This is going to give you a secure ponytail that has volume and isn't going anywhere for hours. This is a technique commonly used in updos. And tip number 15, using the cold shot on your blow dryer as the last step in your blowout. By using the cold shot, you'll be sealing the cuticle, setting the hair, and giving the hair an overall polished look. This step is vital in finishing a blowout because it prevents the hair from falling flat after you do all of that work. Now my preference is I usually even take it up 1 notch and I switch the blow dryer to the coolest setting possible while also using the cold shot. You're going to notice a huge difference in how long your blowout lasts by just taking a couple of extra minutes and using the cold shot at the end of a blowout. I hope you guys enjoyed my top hairdresser hair hacks. I hope they save you time and effort. Please let me know what you think and feel free to find me on Instagram. Thanks guys, bye!